Anyone else anybody want to comment for the public?
Yeah, can I ask you a question?
Well, come up here, please.
Yeah, you may come up there.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I just misunderstood the gentleman on the end a while ago when he was talking about the facilities that you had to build, the air and all those different things, and you said we may not need all that. That's what you said.
For the storm shelter.
Okay, for the storm. Okay. But my question is, if he says we may not need all that, how much can he knock off? Can he knock off the fact that if we don't need them?
That, what he's saying is that we don't know what we can knock off, what we can put a waiver on. That's why we need to have the school district and us meet together and hash this out. We haven't seen anything. There's only been one plan, and it was a concept plan. We haven't got anything else. We, as a city, if you were running the city, you've got to have permits, and what do you base your permits off of? It's going to be electrical and all that. We haven't got that. That's why we haven't got any.
Permit stuff in there?
We have not, because we've got to go by civils. We only have a concept plan.
You only have a concept.
That's correct.
And we asked to meet, talk to the
They'll
architects.
never talk to them at all.
Oh, we talk to them all the time.
We talk to them all the time. They were having to
I
have
get calls
paperwork turned
every
in.
day from at least one of the members of the board and the superintendent.
So I don't know,
But that's the whole thing, it's misinformation out there. We're the bad guys.
But
but
no,
y'all get the
nobody's
thing.
saying you're, I'm not saying y'all are the bad guys.
I'm
I
not
say
saying
it may
you,
be these clowns behind me.
the
back
city
here
is,
screwing
that's
up.
what it
I don't
sounds
know.
like.
It is.
It is them?
No, I wouldn't say that. But listen,
So it
It's
is.
just miscommunication.
okay, let's stop this.
But did that not seem like a big enough issue that we can't have miscommunication?
We do have miscommunication, but we're gonna try to fix this. We're gonna try to work with the school. I want to work with the school.
All right, but you heard a man that does this job daily. He does it daily, say that all these other cities around here were able to work it out and not do it at all. So what is keeping Lona from not being as good as these other big cities?
We don't know that. We haven't got to sit down with them to work it out.
Mayor, may I approach?
Okay, thank you.
Listen, I would like to do this. I would like to thank y'all. I would like to thank y'all. I know y'all have one heck of a job to do. I believe if we can get y'all together, basically, get you together, sit in the room, and I understand, basically, the person talking is supposed to make a statement, and he don't need to cross-examine y'all. I apologize for that. But, I believe the people that y'all represent, they represent people. The best thing that could happen is if y'all could get together without all this other and do what's right. And I thank y'all for your time, and we better pray for all.
Yes.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Yes, you may.
I'm gonna go see you.
My name is Stacey Diamond. I live at 4822 Bethany 2947. I was lucky enough to be part of the facilities advisory committee last summer, along with my husband and several members from the community, as well as members from the city. I was also co-chair on the bond committee. I was there at the meeting when the storm shelter situation was first brought up. I thought it was interesting because I remember leaning over asking, why are we talking about storm shelter? Because that wasn't on our needs assessment. We made a list of what we felt like the school needed to succeed going forward in the future. And that wasn't on there, so I was unsure why we were even discussing it. And that's when it was brought up that there was a code that might be coming in place, and that we were going to possibly have to look into that. And I remember there being a conversation about it, but I also remember them saying, we'll get you a waiver, no problem.
Amen.
And I was there for every single meeting through the bond committee. I was there trying to find the things that we could put on that bond to make sure that we were addressing the needs of the students, addressing the needs of the community, addressing the needs for our future. And that storm shelter was never mentioned. And I can tell you, as a parent and a teacher at that school, if I had thought that that was something that was going to be on there, that would have been #1 bullet point on my list of things to tell people about when I was promoting it. It wasn't on there because it wasn't brought up. It wasn't acted like it was going to be an issue. It was no problem. All of a sudden now it's a problem. And I have a problem with that.
Amen.
I love this school. I don't live in this city. And there's a reason for that too. Thank you.
I'm gonna make a comment real quick. I wasn't there for any of this. I just moved to the city limits last year. Like everyone's saying, there's a lot of growing pains going on. What I would say is from here, I think that the best thing that everybody could do is learn and grow and educate all of ourselves. Like it was mentioned, the shelter wasn't brought up, but the shelter's been in code since 2015. So I personally, 11-year-old code, it just doesn't seem like it fits. So I just think that from here on out, we can all grow, we can all go together, and we can do our research and our due diligence for our community. And that's all I want for our community.
When you talk about code, when you talk about a code, there's a code,
But we
there's a
can't do
code.
that.
Such a what?
You gotta approach.
Okay, let me approach you, ma'am.
No.
Go ahead.
Are you done? What are they gonna do?
We're gonna have to, move on to the next,
We got one more.
I don't.
We got one more.
okay.
Hello, my name is Karen Cummings. I'm from Emory. Do you need my exact address? 279 RSC R2235, Emory, Texas 75440. I just have one question. I'm an elementary teacher. I teach PE. Approximately 450 kids. Been through a tornado, would have died trying to get to the shelter. You know, thankfully, no one in our family did. But when I'm in the elementary and the tornado that's coming, because obviously that's, it's coming, and we trying to prepare for it. When I'm in the elementary and the tornado is coming, what do y'all expect me to do with my 450 little bitty kids that can't always think for themselves, that can't always react, and they can't always respond, and it's my duty to protect them. And what are we going to do out in middle school? What about those students? High school kids, they can't think for themselves, they can't react, they can't respond, and we are also looking at facing possibility of school bomb, possibility of school shooting. I believe our school superintendent and our school board does an excellent job protecting our children. My children go to that school, my children included. They do a great job protecting our kids, and I just wish that y'all would let them do their job.
All right, we'll move on to item 7. Adjourn.
Motion adjourned. I second that.
So, all in favor